ANC leadership in KZN is holding a media briefing following a PEC meeting over the candidate lists. Let's take it there live.
ANC new guidelines have undoubtedly reaffirmed an important and cardinal principle of our movement, that the ANC is the parliament of the people of all the people of South Africa, black and white. We are confident that the ANC will emerge victorious in the expected local government elections, whether they take place in October 2021 or any other date to be determined following the ongoing court processes. On the candidate registration, the ANC Provincial Executive Committee received and accepted a detailed report which outlined the progress made with regard to the registration of our candidates with the Independent Electoral Commission. The PEC expressed a serious concern that in a number of municipalities, particularly in Mzala Nxumalo, Inkosi Bambata, General Kizenga, Mpanza regions, the ANC could not register a number of wards and PR candidates. The ANC did not secure the registration of all PR candidates in the following municipalities: Inedumbe, Ophongolo, Abaqulusi, Ulundi, and Nongoma local municipalities. None of those municipalities have even a single candidate, PR candidate of the ANC registered with the IEC. The African National Congress is also without ward candidates in the following municipalities: in Ophongolo, Ward 4, 10 and 11, in Abaqulusi, wards 1 and 5, 5 and 7, in KwaNongoma, Ward 8, 9, 12 and 17, as well as Ulundi local municipality, wards 7 and 12. In General Kizenga, Maqina, Mpanza region, we also do not have ward candidates registered in KwaDukuza, wards 2, 6, 10, 20, 22, as well as 24. In Indwedwe local municipality within the same region, we were not able to have candidates, ward candidates registered in the following wards: Ward 11, Ward 12, Ward 13, as well as Ward 15. And in Mandeni local municipality, only Ward 15 has no candidate of the ANC, as well as Ward 2 of KwaMaphumulo local municipality. In Inkosi Bambata region, we could not get candidates registered for Umzinyati district municipality, the district candidates, but we do have PR candidates throughout the region in terms of the local municipalities. However, we are also without ward candidates in the following municipalities. At Umvoti local municipality, we did not secure the registration of our candidates in Ward 9 and 10. At Umsinga local municipality, we did not secure the registration of our candidates in Ward 1 as well as Ward 18. At Engutu local municipality, we were also unable to have our ward candidates registered in the following wards: in Ward 4, Ward 5, Ward 14, as well as Ward 17. In Musadladla region, it's only Ward 3 of Enkandla local municipality where the ANC is without a candidate. In all other municipalities and all other regions throughout the province of KwaZulu-Natal, the African National Congress is well represented, having registered all candidates in all other districts and regions with the exception of the ones that we have mentioned. Of course, the PEC is deeply concerned that this situation might not only and merely replace the ANC as a governing party in some of these municipalities, but will effectively undermine the advancements of the National Democratic Revolution, which is only represented by the ANC. The PEC believes that the organization has learned some lessons with regard to the IEC electronic candidate registration with its glitches and attendant mistakes, and call on all ANC members to rally behind the NEC in fixing the challenges emanating from the registration process. It is in this context that the ANC KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Executive Committee is fully behind the work done by the Secretary General's office, which among others included to petition the Electoral Court for the IEC to reopen the candidate registration at least for a day, if not more than that. The PEC has also noted the report of the Provincial List Committee, which indicated that a number of disputes emanating from the selection processes could not be finalized prior to the candidate registration. In this regard, the PEC wishes to assure all ANC members and supporters that all outstanding disputes and complaints will be considered and certainly resolved in the best interest of the African National Congress. The PEC has acknowledged and accepted that the processes were concluded and registration done without the PLC and the Electoral Commission or the Electoral Committee of the ANC actually concluding on all disputes and complaints. And therefore the PEC appeals to all comrades and all ANC supporters to be patient with the organization and wait for the timelines to be outlined by the Provincial List Committee and the Electoral Committee on the processes to be followed in order to finalize all outstanding disputes. On preparations for regional conferences, the PEC noted that final reports for both Emalahleni and Far North regions respectively have now been signed and confirmed by the Office of the Secretary General. The signing of the two reports paved the way for the two regions to convene their respective regional conferences this coming weekend. This is an important step in the right direction for the renewal and rebuilding of the organization to prepare for local government elections and strengthening the ANC as a principal leader of the National Democratic Revolution. The PEC has also encouraged all other regions to complete outstanding branch biannual general meetings and convene regional conferences before the end of September 2021, which is very possible given the number of branches that are outstanding in all our regions. And of course, that to be done subject to the anticipated Constitutional Court decision with regard to the date of the local government elections. The rebuilding of the ANC structures is fundamentally important and in the best interest of our people because the ANC is by far the dominant political force in our province and our country in general. Therefore, a strong and united African National Congress is important not only for the stability of the province of KwaZulu-Natal, but equally to accelerate the project of social transformation. On the ANC Youth League task team, the African National Congress in KwaZulu-Natal welcomes the decision taken by the National Youth Task Team to establish ANC Youth League task teams in the province and various regions, all 11 regions in KwaZulu-Natal. The ANC will work with the ANC Youth League task team in their quest to rebuild and renew the African National Congress Youth League. The ANC in KwaZulu-Natal believes that a strong ANC Youth League is not only important for the youth of our province, but also for the future of the African National Congress as the mother body and the leader of social transformation in the province. It is in this context that the work of the ANC Youth League task teams will be supported by all structures of the ANC. On the decision by the Premier of our province, the ANC welcomes the decision taken by the Premier on the steps taken against the MEC for Health, Comrade Nomagugu Smelane, following her involvement in a gathering without fully adhering to government regulations on COVID-19. The ANC expects the MECs in general and the MEC of Health in particular, as the principal leader in the war against coronavirus pandemic, to be always exemplary. And the ANC further calls on the people of KwaZulu-Natal to remain vigilant in an ongoing war against the coronavirus, given the fact that the numbers are showing that KwaZulu-Natal has got more numbers of people who are subjected to daily infection, and to some extent the fatalities that are also reported daily by our national government. Thank you very much, Comrade Masha.
Thank you, Nopala. We'll allow opportunity for questions of clarities if there are any. We'll start, of course, with those who are present here. Then this is a Wenacho online. SABC, you can start.
Thank you, Michael. Simply SABC TV News. Nopala, you've said quite a number of questions, but I'll try and limit them in order to afford our colleagues an opportunity. You've characterized this selection process as a success. But obviously, as we sit here, there are disgruntled members of the party who are saying that actually it's contrary to what they're saying. Can you reassure those members who are outside that their grievances will be addressed and will be addressed soon? Let's also look at the issue of how many, I know you mentioned the municipalities and the wards affected, but in total, just how many municipalities have been affected by the failure of meeting the IEC deadline? And broadly speaking, I know the reasons may differ in terms of why the party failed to meet the deadline. But broadly speaking, what is the major cause for this time?
And with that, we wrap up the agenda for today. Thanks for watching.